VFR flight from Naples to Sarasota today. All right, weather very nice. Clear skies. We have some high pressure systems in the area. We have light winds. So really nothing to talk about here. It's perfect for flying, you know. So the only thing I have like noticed the Sarasota TAF and varying winds during the day, but I managed to remove that TAF already. So there was like every 2 hours the wind would like shift direction. But nevertheless, weather is perfect. Route planning, again, everyone here is very experienced, so not really going into details. We are departing a Class Delta airport and arriving to Class Charlie. Both airspaces have the same requirements. You need to establish a two-way communication with non-existent ATC as of this moment. So it's gonna be a self announcement probably. If we have any approach and we would be arriving to Sarasota, there is a note that we should contact Tampa approach within 20 nautical miles, which is exactly here at Venice Municipal. Apart from that, we're just flying most like straight line with several fixes, a wigging path here. It's a little inlet, like body inlet. Then VPCLE, visual reporting point. I don't know how that's called, but it's a tip of this island, so it should be quite recognizable. For the next one, I'm hoping that I will be able to see the bridge. And if not, just, the general layout of the area should be enough. Then we have a visual reporting point that is an airport, Coral Creek. And then another one, Venice Municipal. In the simulator, these airports are quite visible from the air, so we can use them. And okay, I wanted to move that. I'm not at Sky Vector. The last one was, let me just go to the map, to the sectional. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so basically again some set of bridges that might be visible, and also it's very close to the runway, like 5 or 6 miles, so we should have the airport environment in sight. If we are under ATC, we can expect like straight in approaches. What's the weather? The weather destination currently favors, actually it favors not this one, this one favors runway 4. So again, TAF spoke that it should probably runway 32, but if the wind holds, then it should be runway 4. It has a left traffic pattern, so we would be like overflying it, maybe joining left downwind and then landing. If we have ATC, we could expect right base or something like that. Yeah, one thing that I haven't even mentioned once so far is, I don't really know if it's something you would do in real life, but here in the simulator, I just took care to fly like a little bit more to the left. Normally, I would fly more inland, but I noticed there's some Victor Airways that I would just be crossing. And even though we have a separation and we need to maintain visual conditions and so on, I just thought that this time I will fly to the left side, like to the left side of it, or to the west of it, just not to be in the way of those airways. Really, no idea if it's something that you would do in real life. Probably not. So if anyone knows how's the real life, procedures, any real pilot in US, feel free to pitch in.
I would tend to pretty much disregard the airways,
Okay.
but that's just me.
Yeah, you're most probably right. But there is nothing else I could brief, so I decided to brief this non-existent issue. All right. Going further, departure, we will be here on general aviation parking. I suggest that if nobody has anything against that we use Alpha 3 intersection for the departure of runway 5, so we don't need to taxi all the way in. And there will be more of us, so it would be nice if we are using the single taxiway. Does anyone fly something that's not able to take off from this very long runway from Alpha 3? I expect not. But if there is someone like that, you can very well depart last because you'll be faster. So use Alpha 1. I will not be going over the calls, you all know them. En route portion again, this is my generic slide. And arrival, this is like a depiction of how we would arrive to runway 32. Of course, if the wind holds, we will be using runway 4 instead. And in that case, the best approach would be to overfly that. You can even use this runway as a guide, to fly over the runway, and then do the teardrop entry into the left downwind of runway 4 and then land. There are 2 FBOs, Dolphin and Atlantic. It really doesn't matter. I'd probably be using Atlantic because it's just shorter distance. I don't need to cross all those runways. But I like Dolphins, so not sure yet. Again, non-movement areas are depicted here. I'm kind of surprised that only the taxiways are marked. I would expect that also these areas are also like non-movement, because that's generally a rule on in all U.S. airports that the ramps are non-controlled, and it would be very strange if they would be here. So the ground can give you a taxi clearance only up to a point, and then it's up to you to see and avoid other taxiing contraptions. Well, that's quite all, unless you have any questions. If not, then happy flying. Today we don't have anyone that would be just watching, so see you at Sarasota.
Clear.
I made room for you.
All right, thank you.
Naples traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Twin Cessna on the general aviation parking, taxiing to runway, well, that's embarrassing, runway 5 to the Alpha 3 intersection. Naples.
So we go runway 5, right?
Well, yes. And I see you, your mighty Douglas. Have you flown it before?
No, first time.
Okay.
First time in this simulator. It was my favorite plane in the FS 2004, but I don't know how it will behave here.
Well,
You're
it's
talking on frequency. Sorry.
we were now speaking on Discord, I believe.
Also, nobody said anything on frequency. Okay. Because I don't hear anything on frequency. I thought my.
I
Audio.
haven't heard anybody on the frequency yet.
Okay.
I was speaking a little while back.
Okay.
Let me see, I'm gonna speak now so you can check. Naples traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie, Romeo crossing runway 3214 at Alpha, Naples. Could you hear that?
No?
Nope.
Okay, that's funny. Okay, because I have my push to talk button.
Naples traffic radio check.
Loud and clear. Did you hear that? My reply?
Yeah, I could hear that.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Okay. I believe now I'm set up correctly as well. How did you manage to start those engines this quick, Spiros?
You might get surprised, but I didn't use the Alti. I started manually,
Okay, I was just testing you.
but I rehearsed the sequence 3 times before joining.
Okay. So we are going for like a longer one. I'm gonna depart here from Alpha 3.
So sort of confused as the aircraft taxiing, but nobody is announcing anything.
Yeah, one is ignorant and the other didn't check their push-to-talk settings.
Okay.
Naples traffic, Cessna 692 Delta General Aviation, taxiing runway 5 Alpha 3 intersection via Alpha Naples.
Naples traffic, RO36 Echo at the East General Aviation Parking, taxi runway 05, Alpha 3, Naples traffic.
Naples traffic, November 659 Lima, taxiing runway 5, Alpha 3 via Alpha, Naples.
I have an invisible aircraft in front of me, which is very strange.
Invisible.
I can just see the lights.
Okay. Doesn't sound very nice. Alright, let's go.
Naples traffic, DC-37 line up and take off runway 5, departure north.
And we could hear you also on Discord.
Naples traffic, Cessna 692 Delta crossing runway 3214 at Alpha Naples.
Naples traffic, November 91 Bravo Charlie, the Cessna 152 at the GA parking, taxiing to runway 5 at the Alpha 3 intersection, Naples.
Naples traffic, Cessna 692 Delta, clear of runway 1432 Naples.
Naples traffic, RO36 Echo crossing runway 3214 at Alpha Naples.
Naples traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Twin Cessna, departing runway 5 at Alpha 3, Naples. And I'm gunning for the left crosswind departure.
Naples traffic, Arrow 36 Echo, clear of runway 1432, Naples.
So let's start the timer. And let's go. Gear up.
Naples traffic, Victor 6529 Lima is departing runway 5 for left downwind departure, Naples.
So it's you who's invisible to me, Eugene.
Naples traffic, Alpha Charlie crossing runway 32, Naples. Traffic, 91 Power Charlie, it's clear of runway 32, Naples.
Right, so very quickly, this is something I forgot to do. Okay, 1500. Naples traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, leaving the pattern, departing to the north, final call. Naples.
Naples traffic, Cessna 692 Delta, departing runway 5 at Alpha 3 intersection, be a left 45 degree departure, Naples.
Alright, so from the Bigging Pass, it's gonna be heading off 337, so I just configure that. Right about there, I believe. And that Bigging Pass is approximately 10 miles from the airport. So let's just go to the, where it's just 5 miles or something. I believe that the Bigging Pass might actually be this one here. So climbing to 6,500.
Naples traffic, Arrow 36 Echo at Alpha 3, departing runway 05, straight of departure, Naples.
I think that's gonna be it. Distance to the airport seems roughly correct. Let's check the time. Should reach it in 4 minutes, but that's just without the departure itself. I believe this to be it. Let's fly a little bit longer. We should finish the top of climb in another like.
Naples traffic,
5
Cessna
minutes.
692 Delta, 1,500, climbing 6,500, leaving the area to the north, final call, Naples.
Our next visual reporting point is this tip, so. So let's see. Are we there? Not yet. Let's continue climbing. There's not a single cloud in the sky. Right.
Naples traffic,
So
915
5 minutes,
Charlie,
20
departing runway
seconds.
5, for left 45 degree, the departure, Naples.
Where are you going?
We're going to Sarasota.
Oh, you're still in Florida. All right.
Oh yeah.
Let me know when you get to Nashville.
Yes. We departed Key West last week for Naples, and then today we departed Naples for Sarasota.
Naples traffic, Arrow 36 Echo, upwind,
I
runway
used to live in
05,
both of those
leaving
places. All three of them,
1,400,
actually.
climbing 6,500, departing northwest, final call, Naples.
Sorry, there was a radio chatter. Come again?
I used to live in all three of those cities.
Okay. I didn't.
Naples traffic, Kodiak 3377 uniform is 10 miles to the north.
All right, you know, let me know when you're in Nashville. I'll get on approach for you.
Left traffic 05 Naples.
All right. So you already can do approaches right there.
Or departures. We'll see.
Potato, potato. All right. It would be nice to have some ATC once in a while, and we do once in a while.
Usually 30 minutes after we land.
Yes, that's true. Alrighty, so from that user phase to gather like 5 minutes to VPCLE, which is this tip. So we'll see how that goes. I believe that's gonna be roughly 5 minutes. And in the meantime, we can enjoy the
Naples
scenery.
traffic, 915 Charlie, leaving the pattern to the north at 1,000 feet, climbing 4,500, final call, Naples.
And since we are there, let's... Let's monitor the guard frequency. Oh, I have some DME there. It's okay, that's Cypress VOR, so let's put it out. Cause I might get spoiled.
Naples traffic, Kodiak 3377 uniform is left base, runway 05 full stop, Naples.
Are you landing back? Or who was it?
I think it was a stranger.
Stranger in a Kodiak.
Yeah, I think our usual Kodiak guy is flying something with 2 engines today. At least that's what my model matching said.
It's Christian, right? The Kodiak guy. he can't hear us right now, but it's him, right?
Oh.
Who
Yeah, I
flies
think
Kodiak?
usually it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, model matching says he's flying P-28.
Well, that's definitely not a twin.
Nope. For me, it says generic test and multi-engine. So
Yeah. Yeah, for me it matched to Piper because I have that model.
oh, okay. I'll have to find a replacement.
I believe this is actually one of the very few J models that's present also in the FSLTL.
Okay.
So it's interesting that you don't have it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are coming up on VPCLE. Now we will be flying
I
334.
will check the FSLTL file once I get to cruise.
And 5 minutes, 5 seconds. So 5 minutes, 0.1. And let's fly 334. I'm actually flying that already. There we go. Well done, Google. Well done. Okay, let's see. 3 minutes and 3 for the bridge. And this is probably the bridge or the bridge. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna be the bridge. Just 3 minutes. Have I raised the gear? Yeah, well, I wouldn't be going this fast if I hadn't. So, good. Okay. Ease up on the power a bit. Leith, were you able to fix the pilot?
That's negative.
That's negative.
But the
Must be some option to repair it, right?
that's what I would have thought, but I can't find anything in the panel.
So what are you flying?
152.
Without the airspeed?
Officially, no. Unofficially, yes.
Okay. So you're simulating that it actually gave up during the flight?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't expect anything less, you know. So.
Must be a pretty big bug.
So have the real life subsided a little bit, that you could join us? Or you found a time nevertheless?
Yeah, no, just the last few weeks have been really, really busy. And it's probably going to get busy again in a few more weeks, so I'll just have to enjoy what I can.
You're doing for some exercises, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's a web development bootcamp.
Yeah.
It starts next month.
Oh yeah, I just remembered boot camp and I thought, again, it was some kind of military related, so yeah.
No,
and
not me.
Then I remembered you told me it's IT related.
Yep, just flexing the fingers, that's all.
And wrists.
And wrists, yes.
All right, so 6 minutes to Coral Creek, and that's gonna be an airport. Again, the bridge should be there, and then the
Leaf, was
airport
it you that said I was invisible?
probably there.
Yeah, I just saw your nav lights and strobe. But the only time I've seen that before was when the lights were misaligned with the plane. But you were completely visible. There was no plane anywhere. It's just the lights.
That's pretty weird.
What are you flying?
172.
Yeah, it must be something my end.
It's the Stealth 172.
At least if I had have taxied into the back of you, I would have had a good excuse.
Yeah.
So where do you buy stealth modifications to 172?
At the Metaverse store.
Okay. That must be one hell of a pain, though, to be able to mask all those rectangular shapes.
It is.
So do you guys go down to the bottom of the Keys and back up again, or did you bypass that?
Yeah, we were there.
Nice. I was looking forward to that.
Oh. Then you can watch my video or do it yourself. Now, we were there 2 weeks back. Last
Good
week
weather?
yes. Last week we departed Key West for Naples. That was IFR because the weather was not so great. But the coming into Key West, it was a good weather.
Nice. I wish I could have been there.
Yeah. Me too. I wish you were there.
I was there in spirit. I was thinking about you guys.
Yeah. But you can check it anyway. I had an engine failure in there, so I finished this last third of the flight on single engine only.
So which runway do we use in the destination?
Have you checked the weather? Currently it's 070 at 8, gusting 16. So me personally, I'm gonna be using runway 4. It's 5,000 feet long. Is it long enough for you?
Yes.
Yes, aka we'll see. Alright, that's the airport, and we will have the bridge under us.
I've got to say, it's a little bit anxiety-inducing not having an airspeed indicator working. I can't imagine in real life.
Yeah, but in the 152, you actually know that if you have a certain power, that you will do safe speed, right? At a certain pitch.
Power and pitch.
And pitch, of course.
Yeah, I'm not going to fall out of the sky, but it would be nice to know.
Yeah.
Especially on the approach.
That's where you have the radar, and that can tell you your speed, your ground speed, yes, but that can help.
Radar? What radar?
Yes,
It's like
exactly.
that A word you keep talking about.
Exactly. What radar?
My flap circuit breaker just popped out. It's the first time I've seen that in the 152.
That's an interesting
Which
layout.
circuit breaker?
The flaps?
Ah, nice. So they're unusable now.
Yep, I just verified they didn't work. But now they do.
Well, we'll all get back in pieces.
So you couldn't put it back?
Oh, I just popped it back in, as they say.
Okay. And it worked.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like that's a failure day today.
One airspeed, one circuit breaker. What next?
Guys, you need to maybe come clean. How long is it you flew last time? Because it seems that those are failures connected to leaving the airplane unattended for longer periods of time.
Over a month and guilty.
Guilty as charged.
I think a piece of copper wire can also double as a fuse. It will melt at some point.
You don't work in health and safety by any chance, do you?
Yes, always.
Not health and safety, but aviation engineer.
Yeah, I ruin health and safety, yeah.
Duct tape and copper wires.
Right, it's time for weather, their destination. 290906. Okay, so already configure that. Two 90906. Three 6 minutes to Venice Municipal, so I estimate it's gonna be that one. Let's check the layout. Actually, not Venice Municipal. Coral Creek should be the next, right? Oh, Coral Creek was, sorry, yeah, Venice Muni, so layout is cross. So it's gonna be that. And we can.
So I'm guessing if you're on your
start
takeoff roll
descending.
and you see the airspeed isn't coming alive, you would just abort the takeoff, right? If possible.
Right. That's exactly it.
It's the first thing you check after power full.
Yeah, I was waiting for it, but I was hoping. I was hoping it would come alive.
Me personally, first thing I pay attention is to stay on the center line, and then I'm checking the speed. But yeah, and then the engine is running and so on. So
No, it's kind of cool though. It's not something I expected from the simulator, so it's nice to have those little things.
Mhm. So you noticed, but you took off anyway, right? In the
I did.
backdrop.
It was just too much hassle to, to go back into the main menu and respawn and all that stuff.
I imagine. Okay, so I believe that my plan actually counts that when I'm descending I should do 170, so let's raise the power and trim for 170 indicated. Must alter my my performance. I don't want to keep descending under power unnecessarily. So the airport, almost there. This is like 170, we're descending. Okay, I believe I can do that. So 5 minutes, 20 seconds. It's gonna be 5 and 20 seconds at like 0.3. We are only 20 miles from our arrival airport. So now we should actually fly 359er. We are heading towards the airport. And as far as what we are seeing there, it's a set of bridges. I believe that's gonna be like there. Looks like it. Maybe not yet. Okay, now that's gonna be actually there. There is a set of bridges. We're descending, yes. And from there we should see the airport actually someplace there. Be turning left downwind runway 4. I'm oscillating. So let's say that it's just like 14 miles for 5 minutes. So I want to know when I reach 10 miles. It's gonna be about 3 minutes and something. Then I can make a call. Sarasota traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Twin Cessna. Currently about 11 miles south of the field at 4,000 feet. We'll be joining left downwind runway 4, Sarasota. Okay, let's do a fast descent. So
Well,
we see the field. There's unrealistic lights visible there. Bridge, so these are the bridges.
Sarasota traffic, FRO 223, rolling, runway 14.
This is bridge, let's restart, 5 minutes 10 seconds. 5.2. Okay, we have departing traffic. We're still too high. Just turn on the landing lights. Sarasota traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, overflying the field from south to north along the runway 32 centerline. We'll be joining runway 4 downwind via teardrop entry, currently at 1,500 feet, Sarasota. Right. We can slow down. Right. So currently at domains 44. Let's fly a little bit more.
Sarasota traffic, DC 37, long final runway 04.
Okay, believe that's. Let's fly a little bit more. Now let's descend and let's turn. Sarasota traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo joining left downwind runway 04 at 45. Sarasota. And landing traffic, how far are you, please?
Vacating.
Roger. Right, so there we go.
Which apron are we using? The west or the east?
Drop the gear. I'm using the Atlantic one. I believe this east one. Sarasota traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, turning left base runway 04, Sarasota. Too low. Sarasota traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, turning final runway 04, Sarasota. Something wrong with my altimeter, must be. And final flaps. Just looked bad. Seriously need to do some pattern work. Sarasota traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, runway 04 is vacated. Taxing to parking, Atlantic, Sarasota. Landing lights, strobe lights.
Which one is that, east or west?
That's east.
Okay, thanks.
Sarasota traffic, arrow 36 Echo, 10 miles south for left downwind runway 04, Sarasota.
I tend to agree.
I was just thinking the same.
Sarasota traffic, November 6529 Lima 10 miles south of the airport at 3,700 feet, inbound for landing at runway 4, Sarasota.
Sarasota traffic, Arrow 36 Echo, 6 miles south, 1,500, overfly the field at 1,500, and then come back for a left teardrop entry, left downwind runway 04, Sarasota.
Minutes. So 38 minutes on the trip. That's a nice airplane. It's a beautiful airplane, Spiros. So how does it fly in MSFS?
Very bad.
Very bad?
Yeah.
Like unrealistic, or you are not used to it?
I don't remember the being the same as the. It's less stable. Like, how can I say?
Okay. And ground handling? Abysmal?
Good. Okay.
Good?
No, no, it's good.
Okay. Okay, let's put the protectives. Right, thank you for watching. This was a flight from Naples to Sarasota, and hopefully see you next week.